Chapter 353, Soul Arcana. Kang Chia smiled and said, "Don't worry, Zijin's strength isn't weak. Even if he's not a match for demonic heaven, he'll be fine." Really, Fan Ding was a little skeptical when he heard this. It wasn't that he didn't trust Kang Chia, but that demon heaven was beyond imagination, almost reaching the outbreathing stage grand completion realm. Could it be that Little Gold was also that strong? Fan Ding secretly shook his head. Although Zijin's talent was powerful, it was still inferior to the heavenly demon body's demon heaven. How could it progress faster than demon heaven? Just between his thoughts, Devil Heaven and Little Gold were already in a fierce battle. Fighting fist of victory, Zijin roared, his entire body glowing with golden light. He showed his original body at the first opportunity and went berserk, completely exerting his peak strength. Obviously, he could also see how powerful Devil Heaven was and didn't dare to be careless. Hey, what a familiar aura. So it's that little monkey. Just with you, you deserve to fight with me. Looking at the Little Gold that rushed up, Devil Heaven first flashed a trace of doubt in his eyes. Then seeing the Little Gold's revealed body, he recognized that the Little Gold was the golden third monkey that had followed Kang Chia. And at that moment, he laughed coldly. A mere spirit pet is worthy of fighting with me, simply looking for death. With a cold smile, Devil Heaven put away his black devil blade and blasted his fist at Little Gold. He had his pride. If he had to rely on a magic treasure even to kill a spirit pet beside Kang Chia, then how could he still be worthy of being Kang Chia's enemy? What's more, although Little Gold was not weak, he had absolute confidence. After coming to the orthodox battlefield for so many years, there were only a few outbreathing stage Great Circle powerhouses who were able to overpower him, and no one else was a match for him. Moreover, this was still because he had stayed in the spirit sealing space for too long. Otherwise he would have long since reached the outbreathing stage Great Circle realm. Die. Heavenly Demon Fist. Icy killing intent shot out from Devil Heaven's eyes, and the black fist came swirling through the endless demonic aura. The entire sky instantly darkened, followed by a terrifying black storm that swept across the sky. Under the ravages of this black storm, the surrounding space fragmented and was in shambles. Brahma's heart was filled with horror. Dare I say that when Demon Heaven fought against him just now, he still left his hand behind. Otherwise he wouldn't have been able to support himself until now. Don't worry, a mere punch can't hurt Little Gold. Kang Chia smiled faintly. As expected, in the middle of the boundless black storm, a golden figure rushed out. Fighting fist fifth style, raging battle 9 heavens. Little Gold roared, and in his large eyes, blazing golden light burst out. Not only that, his body, up and down, also radiated blazing golden light. Like a golden god of war, he threw a terrifying punch at the black storm that swept over. It was as if in the darkness, a pair of golden fists broke through space and time, tearing apart the heavens and earth, bringing about endless light. The piercing golden light was like a golden sun, emitting endless light in the darkness, illuminating the entire sea of misty stars. A rather underestimated this monkey. Devil Heaven's eyes narrowed. Sensing how powerful Little Gold was, his complexion began to stare. Arcane of killing, infernal killing Tao, 100 crack slash. With a low roar, Devil Heaven once again flew up and struck out a mysterious force through the boundless black storm, which was added on top of the black storm, making its tearing force even more powerful. Kang Chia, who was watching the battle from afar, his face changed slightly. A hint of surprise flashed in his eyes. The killing arcane, worthy of being a heavenly demon body, comprehending the arcane axiom of killing so quickly. It seems that Little Gold is no match. Between Kang Chia's whispers, Zijin also felt the black storm's power increase, and immediately knew that Demon Heaven had executed the power of the arcane arcana. Force shock, 64 times. Little Gold roared, as an endless light blossomed from his golden eyes. Through the fighting fist, Zijin struck the force shock 64 times, easily passing through the black storm and colliding with demonic sky behind the black storm. The two men were fist to fist, eye to eye, and a shocking battle intent erupted. This was not only a collision between Zijin and Demon Sky, but also a collision between the arcane of force and the arcane of killing, two different arcane meanings. In the hands of Zijin and Demon Sky, the first duel took place. Not bad strength, but still not good. Devil Heaven looked at Zijin. A cold smile appeared in his eyes. He let out a low roar. Behind his back, he violently displayed a picture of the cultivating Luo Blood Sea, and instantly the power of his fist doubled. And a fierce power surged, and through his fist, he blasted at Zijin. Boom! There was a shocking loud bang. The sky trembled and the earth shook. In the midst of the shattered space, Little Gold roared up to the sky, and a tall golden giant ape silhouette rushed out from his body, transforming into a fighting fist and colliding with the Devil Sky. Instantly, two terrifying forces annihilated the void and shattered heaven and earth. Brahma Heart was taken aback. He did not expect the two people, Devil Heaven and Little Gold, to be this terrifyingly strong. Even if he was an invincible powerhouse at the exhumation stage, he would not be a match for these two people. They are already infinitely close to the great circle of the outbreeding stage. Brahma Heart was shocked. No, Little Jin is still a little bit short, but rather, Devil Heaven is indeed infinitely close to the outbreathing stage great circle. Kang Tia laughed. Then his eyes condensed and he whispered, Little Jin is going to lose. When Brahma Heart heard this, his spirit was suddenly stunned. In the sky, a sad roar came from the sky, and amidst a golden rain of blood, Little Gold's tall figure fell down, and was caught by Kang Tia, who had rushed out. The injuries are not serious, don't pretend to be dead. Kang Tia quickly checked Little Gold's injuries, and then threw Little Gold out. Although Little Gold had retained a lot of blood, it was all superficial injuries, and this small injury was simply not worth mentioning for the Vira Divine Monkey. Obviously, even though Devil Heaven was powerful, it was impossible to seriously injure Little Gold in such a short period of time. After all, today's Little Gold was a top-notch existence amongst the invincible powerhouses of the out-of-body stage. Brother, quickly avenge me. We can't let this guy escape this time. Little Gold, who was thrown out, immediately regained his human form and muttered to Kang Tia. Brahma Heart, on the other hand, ran to his side, pinching left and right, looking Little Gold up and down, looking at Little Gold a little uncomfortable. What do you mean, Brother Van Din? Little Gold looked at Van Din with a wary face. When did you brat become so strong? Master Buddha is probably not even a match for you with a single punch right now. Brahma Heart had a face of lamentation, originally thinking that, after so many years of bitter cultivation in the 10,000 Buddhist sect, not to say that he would be able to catch up with Kang Tia, at the very least, he would be able to catch up with Little Gold R. But after the battle just now, he already knew that he was afraid of death being left far behind by Kang Tia and Little Gold. Heh. That's because my Little Gold's talent is awesome. Little Gold sniffed with a smug face. It's not awesome, it's perverted. Van Din gave him a blank stare and turned to look at Kang Tia and Demon Heaven, who were squaring off in the sky. Defeating Little Gold, Devil Sky hadn't consumed much power, and he was still arrogant, gazing coldly at Kang Tia. Either you die or I die today, Devil Heaven said with a face full of hatred. That was his only younger brother, a relative who depended on him for his life, dying tragically in Kang Chon's hands like that. This hatred. Even if he poured out all the waters of the Milky Way, it would be difficult to quench it. You are not my opponent. Looking at the hateful Devil Sky, Kang Tia said indifferently with a flat face. Devil Heaven was indeed powerful. If before entering the sea of misty stars, he was at most comparable to Devil Heaven. But now, Kang Tia, who had refined 37 red diamond blood crystals, had a strength comparable to that of an out-of-body stage Great Perfection realm powerhouse. Although Devil Heaven was infinitely close to the outbreathing stage Great Circle, he was only close and had not reached this realm. Arrogant. Devil Heaven roared in anger. Kang Chon's light tone was clearly not putting him in his eyes, as the first genius of the Devil sect. How could he not be angry? Like running thunder and lightning, Devil Heaven swiftly swooped down and blasted his fist at Kang Tia, killing Arcane Aura. The little gold from before had already given Devil Heaven a reminder. He didn't dare to be careless and immediately used his strongest power to strike the killing Arcane Aura. Under this terrifying power, the surrounding space shattered apart, rushing out a terrifying spatial storm. Brahma's heart was filled with worrying, but it was Little Gold on the side who watched this scene with a relaxed expression. In their line of sight, Kang Tia casually threw a punch, not even executing the Overlord's fist, but only using the Force Quake. Force Quake 512 times. As the punch struck, the space around him compressed, creating a terrifying squeezing pressure that caused Devil Heaven to nearly suffocate. So strong Devil Heaven's eyes widened as the powerful binding force made it impossible for him to dodge. And he could only fight hard against Kang Tia, sparring a punch. However, the result of this was that Devil Sky's figure, like a kite with broken strings, flew backwards. Crackle, a silhouette of bones breaking rang out. And the magic treasures on Devil Sky's body, all of his clothes, instantly shattered apart, showing the terrifying nature of the previous strike. This, Brahma heart stared wide-eyed, full of unbelief at this scene. The previously powerful and unrivaled Devil Sky was actually blown away by Kang Chon's plain punch like this, and it looked as if his injuries were not light. Impossible. Demon Heaven, who flew out backwards, stopped his body in mid-air as he roared with a face full of grimace. Don't believe it. He died not believing it. He unexpectedly couldn't even block Kang Chon's punch, possessing the heavenly demon body. He couldn't believe this fact, no matter what. He roared madly and rushed towards Kang Tia once again. This time, he used his black demonic blade and performed the 7 changes of the heavenly devil, the 7 styles united to strike the strongest blow. I don't believe that you've broken through to the Great Perfection realm of the exhumation stage so quickly. Devil Heaven stared at Kang Tia with a deadly stare, his eyes filled with bloodthirsty madness. His entire body was enveloped in a cloud of black aura, resembling a devil god. The crazed Devil Heaven erupted with unimaginable power. Fan Din was greatly alarmed. Even Zijin's eyes flashed with a hint of worrying now. But Kang Tia was as calm as ever. He smiled faintly and said, "As I said, the current you is not my opponent. This time you won't have a chance to escape again." Enraged, Devil Heaven raised his black devil blade and slashed out a brilliant blade to kill Kang Tia. However, what greeted him was Kang Chon's dominating punch. It was the same fist, but the might had undergone a terrifying change. A heavenly domineering aura erupted from Kang Chon's body as he roared in a low voice, "Hegemony fist." Before the words fell, his eyes were truly able to glow purple. Kang Tia hegemony blood combat state, open. In an instant, overbearing chair, will, force vibrations, and so on, combined all of Kang Chon's power, and struck out with this unrivaled punch, his spiritual will reaching its peak state. Instantly, the sky was destroyed and the earth trembled. It was the same punch, but the power was incomparable. One punch came out, shocking the world and sobbing the ghosts and gods, as Devil Heaven's black demonic blade directly slashed at Kang Chon's fist. Yet the result of this was that his demonic blade shattered inch by inch, turning into flying ash. At the same time, a terrifying force, through the magic blade, acted on Devil Heaven's body. Peng! After crushing the demonic blade, Kang Chon's fist blasted straight into Devil Sky's chest, a terrifying force piercing through his flesh and striking into his body. Devil Heaven's body instantly exploded as his entire body flew backwards, a bloody mess. This time, Devil Heaven suffered a terrifyingly heavy blow, and his entire person was blasted onto the ground by the enormous force, smashing out a deep, large pit.